One of my special passions is Cape Silver. It's a field I've enjoyed from the very days that I started in the art and antique business. And this sale includes the finest selection of Cape Silver ever offered at auction in South Africa. And very, very special pieces. These two pieces, the coffee pot and the sweetmeat basket, come down the Duplessis family for 7 generations. And it's an amazing family if you trace their history. Possibly the best known, and my generation and older will certainly remember, was Johannes Duplessis, professor in theology at Stellenbosch University, popularly known as Pink Pit because of a statue made of him by supporters who supported him and carried him through very trying times when he was charged with heresy. They had the statue made in pink marble, which stood for many years in the back garden of the Stellenbosch Museum. Fortunately, under the new dispensation, he's been moved back right next door to the Moederkerk, where the righteous place for him is. Lovely pieces, 1780s, 1770s, and good condition, rare. Both these pieces featured on a series of South African stamps in 1985, featuring Cape Silver, and possibly the finest, most important piece to come on auction, certainly in the last 20 years. Other fine pieces are these two by Anton Bunning, again a 18th century silversmith. He was responsible for the church silver in the Stellenbosch church, the communion silver, a tea caddy and a sugar bowl. Lovely, lovely pieces, lovely craftsmanship, lovely design, and again, extremely rare items. Again, I can go back to 1975 when I sold this for the first time. Now, 35 years later, back on the market. It's a sad reminder of how long I've been around. Another particularly fine piece is this table snuff with a lovely presentation inscription and a lovely inscription inside, given for 24 years service in the police force. The front is of particular significance because it is the only piece of Cape Silver I know of with a view, or a Cape view, and in this instance, Table Bay, Table Mountain. A lovely piece of silver to own, lovely quality, weight. It's got all the attributes one looks for in silver, irrespective of where it comes from or been made by. Very desirable. Not possible to show you all the other 32 or 34 pieces on the auction, in fact many more, because some lots of course have been lotted up, but an amazing selection. If you're interested in silver, particularly Cape Silver, do come to the auction. Viewing Friday the 4th March and the auction on Monday the 7th.
Barovier and Tozo was created in 1936 as a result of the merger of two Murano glass houses, Vetreria Artistica Barovier and Ferro Tozo. The new company was known initially as Ferro Tozo Vetrerie Artistiche Riunite, and then Barovier and Tozo from 1942. Ercole Barovier was the son of Benvenuto Barovier, who had joined the glassworks in 1895. Ercole studied medicine but later abandoned this to pursue a career in glass. He was to have a decisive impact on the factory over the next 50 years. From the mid-1930s, Ercole Barovier generated new designs at a prodigious rate. In 1936, Ercole created the Autunno and Laguna vases. These were inspired by gemstones. In these pieces, Barovier used the technique of colorazione a caldo senza fusione, meaning coloring the glass while hot, without melting, which involved sprinkling colored glass fragments or powdered enamels onto the marva and then collecting them on the molten gather, producing glass with a speckled appearance. This lovely example will be auctioned on the 7th of March in Cape Town with an estimate of 18 to 24,000. The second vase by Ercole is the onyx-like Neolitico, which contained powdered white enamel and copper aventurine with an iridized finish, designed in 1954 with an estimate of 6,000 to 8,000. We have two further lovely vases, Porpora and Bicolori, designed in 1959 and 1967 respectively. The highlight of this collection is the beautiful Athena Cathedrale glass vase, designed by Ercole in 1964, with complex diamond-shaped tesserae. This vase is expected to reach its estimate of 35,000 to 45,000. In 1968, Ercole designed this Diamantati glass dish composed of radiating panels of square yellow, blue, red and green tesserae outline with maroon and white threads. The estimate is 15,000 to 20,000. Other highlights from this group of specialized glass include a lovely Flickforce coquille vase by Paul Kedelve, designed in close relationship with the master glassblower Fritz Eck. This range was launched in 1952 and was so popular that it remained in production until well into the 1960s and was exported throughout Europe and America.